Joey Longo, A Gangster's Tale by J.N. Wdowski. Chapter 3, The Counteroffer. The waitress in white returned with a cart filled with several serving dishes of authentic Chinese foods: Taiwanese crispy roast pigeon, traditional Fujian five-spice braised pig's ears, and radish cakes with green onions and thick soy sauce, stir-fried hollow-stemmed vegetable with garlic, also known as water spinach, Cantonese-style steamed fish with ginger and scallions, twice-cooked pork from Sichuan, from Hunan, Chairman Mao's red-braised pork, and bowls of white steamed rice. Joey looked at all the food the waitress had placed on the table for them. Impressive. I wish I had not eaten for several days. Mr. Chen looked up at the waitress, who was smiling at Joey as she served them. Perhaps after our talk, she can join us. He looked at Tommy, and one of her friends for Tommy. Tommy smiled. Mr. Chen picked up a pair of chopsticks. I assume you do not need a fork? Wakuyi yung kwaiza. Joey picked up his chopsticks perfectly. Do you want me to pick up half a peanut that is face down? The waitress smiled at Joey again as she poured cups of green tea for them. After leaving the teapot on the table, she seductively walked away, swaying her hips perfectly in her tight dress. Joey noticed she had enhanced her hip movements from the first time she had walked away from their table. Honey trap? Joey asked Mr. Chen after enjoying the performance. Mr. Chen merely grinned. Honey is sweet. It is, Joey had to agree, yet it can be very sticky and attract bears. Mr. Chen chuckled. You have a sense of humor, Mr. Longo. That I have been told many times. Using his chopsticks, Joey placed some of the braised pigeon on his bowl of rice. Sampling the meat, he nodded with pleasure. My compliments to your chef. Mr. Chen proudly smiled from his praise. You have lived in China? I lived in the Republic of China for 5 years and PRC for 2. Joey confirmed between bites. Taiwan? Taipei? What were you doing there? Mr. Chen took some food for himself. I went there to learn Mandarin, but I fear I was trying to learn it at too old an age. Worst part was that when I would speak Chinese to people there, they would answer me in English. Joey explained as he enjoyed the banquet. They wanted to practice their English with a foreigner. Mr. Chen guessed. Indeed. I also had the tendency of dating educated women. I find the brain is actually the sexiest part of the body. I agree. Very wise for a man as young as you are. Mr. Chen was impressed. Since their English was better than my Chinese, English became our default language. In contrast, I had a friend, a Swede, who would only date extremely beautiful piano bar girls. They did not speak English, so their default language was Chinese. His Chinese became extremely good, Joey responded. I was always jealous of his language abilities. When I first met him, his English was so good, I thought he was an American. He had never even been to the States. Piano bar girls? Tommy asked. It is originally a Japanese thing, but they do it on Taiwan too. Businessmen will go to a bar with a piano that nobody plays. They buy drinks with very beautiful young women that sit with them. Of course, they had to buy them expensive drinks. I could not see paying a girl to talk with me. No need. Joey explained to Tommy. Your friend needed to? Tommy was curious. Pear? No, he was extremely handsome like Hitler's wet dream. Tall, blonde, blue eyes, strong, sharp features. After hours, the girls would pay for their dates with him. We were classmates at the university, Joey answered. Interesting, Mr. Longo, but your language skills are not the reason I invited you here. Mr. Chen redirected the conversation. I assume you heard of my little encounter last night with a few of the rulers. Joey turned his attention back to Mr. Chen. Indeed. Are you ex-SEAL? Special Forces? Delta? Mr. Chen asked. Me? Nope. Never been in the military. They did ask me to join once, but they were not willing to start me as a general with my own division. So I passed. Joey smiled. What I heard is that you have no desire to be ruled or a ruler. Mr. Chen took a sip of his cup of green tea. At least that is what my men reported the young lady they visited this morning had said, you said. Joey broadened his smile, leaning towards the triad boss. Mr. Chen, you of all people know that such information. He said, what she said, he said, is not very reliable. No offense, but I think the English call that Chinese whispers. Mr. Chen chuckled, leaning towards Joey. I am aware of the term, and I am aware you are testing me now. Am I? Joey acted innocently. Racial-baited barbs do not affect me, Mr. Longo. I have a thicker hide than that. Perhaps that would trigger a ruler with their more heated Latino blood. I am not some hothead. Joey sat back with his cup of green tea. Clearly you are not, Mr. Chen. He raised his cup to salute him. Is this when you tell me you are just a simple businessman? I would never be so cliché, Mr. Longo. I think you already know me better than that. I do, Mr. Chen, but I still had to test my assumptions. I am sure you understand. Joey replied. So, if you are not ex-military, CIA, your skills are not of a mere street hoodlum. Mr. Chen examined Joey for any body language that would reveal to him Joey's character. I had worked with them once, but never for them. No, I am not CIA. You worked with the CIA once? Tommy was surprised that Joey had never told him this before. It was years ago. Helped them catch a spy that was giving NASA launch information to the Chinese. Joey answered, not looking at Tommy, but at Mr. Chen to see if he would slip any reveals. That was you? Mr. Chen asked, as his right eye slightly twitched. Mr. Chen sat back, no longer leaning towards him. You heard of it? Joey noticed the body language. Yes, Mr. Longo, I am quite aware of it. I personally lost a very good money flow from that being shut down. So you are a businessman, Mr. Chen? Joey smiled. May I be so bold? Have you ever killed a man? Mr. Chen took some of the hollow stem water spinach onto his rice bowl. Joey hesitated to answer. Tommy looked to Joey. Have you? I have always tried not to. Joey gave a half smile. That is not really answering my question, yet answering it. Mr. Chen's forehead wrinkled as he raised his eyebrows. You, Mr. Longo, are not what I expected. What, pray tell, did you expect? Joey relaxed, helping himself to some of the fried radish cakes. I was expecting one of them. He looked up at his men that stood behind him. Someone who knows how to fight and is not afraid of breaking some vases if need be. He pointed his chopsticks at Joey. No, you are much more than one of them, much more dangerous than I expected. Should I take that as a compliment? Joey asked after chewing his food. A great compliment, Mr. Longo. Mr. Chen gave a chuckle. Yet I fear you will cost me more than I had planned. I would like you to work for me. But he's not Chinese, Tommy pointed out. Mr. Chen disappointedly looked at Tommy. This is the 21st century. I run an equal opportunity operation. Granted, I would never hire a Hayren. Hayren? Tommy looked at Joey to translate. As open-minded and progressive as Mr. Chen is, it seems he doesn't like the blacks, Joey explained. I'm also not so crazy about those hot-headed Latinos or the Ribengueza. Again, Tommy looked to Joey to explain. Ribengueza means Japanese devils. Joey answered, not losing his eye contact with Mr. Chen. What is it you are offering me, Mr. Chen? Mr. Chen put a large, thick red envelope on the table, sliding it across to Joey. Think of it as a retainer for your future possible services. He raised his hand for the waitress to return, placing his hand on the small of her back. Of course, with added benefits. Or are you a man with an appetite for more than one? Two, perhaps. It can be arranged. There are things you can do with two. You cannot easily do with only one. Joey smiled from experience. Mr. Chen laughed aloud. Yes, yes indeed, Mr. Longo. Actually, Mr. Chen, I represent a syndicate that would like to make you an offer, Joey answered. Which family? Chen asked. They are a new organization, not associated with any of the families. The families are passé. The syndicate I represent is much more than they ever were, Joey explained. Mr. Chen sat back in his chair, losing his grin. So, you are ruled by someone. As with my past dealings with the CIA, I work with them, not for them. There is a difference. Joey picked up some of the fish with his chopsticks. His face lit up as the meat melted in his mouth. As he enjoyed the flavor, he caught the waitress watching him with a smile. Seriously, my compliments to your chef. Love the fish, he said, still looking at the waitress. Chefs, Mr. Chen corrected him. Please continue to Chapter 4, The Ruler of the Rulers.
To support the author, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.